Hello, would you believe it? I'm actually on during the day. That that is like crazy. I got some plans for today, so it's just gonna be a quick wee stream. Because I'm planning on getting back tonight and just picking up as normal. Um, I got my grocery shopping done last night, and I took a wee nap, and it's like, you know what, better to have a nap than sit there and wait to stream or whatever, man. Bad choice. I did wake up and I went right back to sleep, and yeah, that was not intentional. Especially with the stream night before, we had numbers have been going up. And what's actually interesting is I think doing these day streams might not be great. But I just want to pick up and see if YouTube will even send anyone out. I don't think I have to do any laundry. I think I just need to pack up the camera gear and head into town, meet up with a friend. Might give her a wee text, or I might just give her a call once we're done here. We'll see. I hope everyone's doing all right. It's always a party. Not seen PH in a couple of days for the streams. That's been like my fault. Hopefully we get to see him tonight. And, I just had someone hit me up on LinkedIn. It was I used to work at a big company called Olympusat, which is kind of like the Comcast media for Latin America. And yeah, I thought he didn't like me too much. He got to keep my brewing gear, but he messaged me about a potential job. So I might be checking that out. And yeah, so that's what I thought. YouTube just doesn't know what to do with the day stream. That's alright. I kind of like how the camera looks though during the day with the sun coming in from over here. It's pretty nice. Sounds like we get some messages in Discord. Let's see what's going on here. Once again, big shout out to Truex Edits. He's been ruling it with the thumbnail production. One of the things that we wanted to, I've always got a million things I'm working on, right? But what will actually get wrapped up is, take a look in here. We're going to be modifying this paint program that I created in Kynto to make it useful to communicate ideas for shorts and stuff. So that's one of the things we're doing. And like I said, we'll be getting out of here pretty quickly. I'm just more curious what YouTube does when I come on during the day and not like 1 AM. I have to find that YouTube channel that give me permission to use music. Truex Edits, how are you doing, buddy? Let me just kick this system up for right now. Boom.
Truex Edits says hey.
Yeah, I was completely intending getting on stream last night, but sleep had other ideas. I'll be back on tonight though at normal scheduled time. Just thought I'd hop on during the day and see what YouTube does with us. Sitting here drinking coffee at Monster.
Doing fine. I just asked you on Discord, what a coincidence, rolling on the floor laughing you are alive.
Yeah, I heard your message. I just couldn't find it. Was that in the channel? It wasn't a DM, right? One of the things I noticed that really helps on YouTube, and I learned it from one of the YouTubers you sent me. He has like day 100 of C++, so we're doing that as well over here.
It was in #general.
Okay, good. Why can't I find Gen? Oh, there it is up there. Have you tried OpenAI Atlas browser? I've not, but we'll take a quick look, eh? Take a quick look. Oh, wrong system. There we go. I seen that Meta has just laid off 600 developers.
It just came.
In their AI program, which is kind of sucky for me because I'm trying to find a job and now we've got 600 new people from Facebook AI looking for jobs as well. We've got a couple of leads though. We've had some people hit me up, which is good. Oh, what's going on here? Let me just tell you, the Copilot on Windows is absolutely horrible. It's open right now on my streaming computer and I cannot close it. It won't let me close it. If you know anything about me, I do not like when things are, you know, forced on us. But we're taking a quick look at this. There we go. So we have ChatGPT Atlas. Bring ChatGPT across with
Dylan
you.
joined Fire Island.
Oh, Dylan's been dying to get on stream too. It'll be good to have him on.
Yeah, you are right. Job is becoming really tough.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't really matter where you're at in the world now. I know a lot of great folks that I've worked with in India that are also having a tough time. So we're seeing some seismic shifts in the industry right now. Oh, so it's basically like a toolbar. I'm guessing that they're using Chromium under the hood. It looks like they're using Chromium. I also seen that Facebook is building
It's
AI
only
data
available
center.
for Mac.
An AI data center in Louisiana that's going to be the size of Manhattan. But why is it only available on Mac? I mean, we could download it. One of the things we like to do in this channel
That came
is...
up for Windows and Androids.
Oh, that's weird, eh? That's really, really weird. All right, we'll download it then. One of the few times we're having a Mac makes sense. Ooh, I'm excited to get into town today. It's a little bit bright out though, so I'll be wearing sunglasses. I need to finish up the iPhone streaming so we could actually bring streams along with us on the road. And yeah, it's
OpenAI is the
OpenAI.
developer of Chat officially.
That is correct. All right, we're installing it. Get this on stream here. Look at this. Did it. All right. I'm curious to see like if they have you know, what they've done to the web developer tools, what changes they've made there. So we'll take a quick look, see what they've done. All right, Atlas. You know, the names they pick for these softwares are no accident. Just something to keep an eye on. Oh, you have to log in with ChatGPT to even use it. That's kind of scary.
Let's hope the browser have some nice things to look out for.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. I'll have to check my ChatGPT and see if it's stream friendly before I log in. I think it is. Yeah, it's mainly all just code and stuff. And cinematography. I don't know why I struggle pronouncing that. Oh, and I have a question asking how friendly the Druze are.
Without logging in we can't do that. LOL, rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, no, that's kind of ridiculous. Alright, let me pull over here while I log in. Oh, it's spawned off like 20 different windows. Guess we're going for it. Alright. Just a tip, when you're coding on stream, never log in if you have your keyboard on camera with that keyboard, because it's very easy to detect. Another danger to be aware of is you could actually identify someone's password just from the noise of the keyboard keys being hit, which I found absolutely fascinating.
Dylan says ahoy brother beans.
Yo, Dylan. Yeah, man, I fell asleep last night.
Do you have any option to hide the screen in between?
I do, that's a good point. That's a good point, I do. Let's see if it's set up here. Oh, it's only set up for Twitch. But yeah, good call out, Truex. Dylan, what you got going on, buddy?
I'll be on soon, bro. Just gonna watch an EP of Gen V with Jade, bro. You gonna be on?
Yeah, Dylan. So I'm thinking I'm gonna head out to Lake Worth for a couple of hours, the town by the ocean, and then I'll be back on tonight. So we'll sync up then, bro. And what, real quick, what's Gen V?
INW, bro.
Alright, good man. Dylan's got some interesting things to show us as well.
It's like the boys, bro.
Oh, okay. Alright, that was pretty funny. I'll tell you one negative thing about doing these streams during the day is my office gets very hot. And yeah.
Like if superheroes were real.
Okay, yeah. Has it still got that like sense of humor the boys has? Because that was pretty funny. I have a secondary air conditioner set up on my phone, so I can just turn it on, and kicks on right behind the camera. I'll get some air in this place. Keep an eye on time. If you know anything about me, I'm not very good with time.
I was thinking for making the thumbnail give some idea. Should I write some topic of C++ rolling on the floor laughing and then make a thumbnail?
Truex edits, that's a great idea. You know, I'd be down to do a C++ stream. Specifically because we can use C++ to do WebAssembly. So we can actually like merge it into what we're doing here. That'd be interesting. So it'd actually be kind of informational as well. How to use C++ to build a website. I like doing things that are ridiculous.
That's great then.
Yeah, no, great ideas. Truex, you're full of them. You're always thinking on the forefront, and I appreciate that. It'd be cool to get in a situation where we have a day stream and a night stream instead of just the night streams. I think that's the eventual goal here. What I need to do while I'm off camera is I want to spin up multiple YouTube API keys so we can just rotate through them. Truex actually kind of mentioned something similar to that. That's kind of what I need to do.
Sorry, bro. Business call.
Yeah, buddy. We'll talk to you tonight, bro. If you want, I'll give you a message when I'm out in town if you want to see what it looks like during the day.
It's so much like the boys, bro.
That's good, man. We might pull up a little trailer. Sometimes we check out trailers over here. So I'm actually trying to get logged into my GPT account. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blank out my screen.
Are made.
I don't know if that message came through as intended. Folks just tuning in. Yeah, you get an avatar in the chat. Catch you later, buddy. All right, so how are we gonna do this?
So if you stream like 3 hours a day, then again in the night it will exhaust all the tokens, right? Then do you any plan B?
That's a great question. I do want to get this on camera. Then I should press record for that. All right. Yeah, so we're going to do two things. We're going to set up multiple YouTube API tokens for different accounts. That way we have a backup for production. The second thing is I'm actually going to move our streams onto a staging server that runs in my house, on a server right behind the camera.
We have the host option always available though.
The host option, what do you mean? Oh, we're starting to check Twitch more often now because we're actually building up a little small following over there that people actually pay attention, which is awesome. So just keep an eye on it.
Instead of using YouTube AI.
Aha, yeah, so we have that as an option as well. You guys hear all my alarms going during the day. I don't have that issue at night. Ooh.
API asterisk.
Yeah, exactly. So we do have a backup.
Minus
That's when I say staging server. The cool thing about that as well is we're able to run kick chat, and typically we don't run that. But to get that set up, I do have to do that off stream because I have to pull a backup from production. I'm going to pull in a copy of the current database. So all the users that are live on production, all the rooms, everything as it is, we get to pull down on our staging environment. All right. Yeah, so I need to black out my screen, folks. Give me a second here. Because I do want to have a quick look at this browser before I get moving for the day. All right. Okay, there we go. Truex, please let me know if my screen is hidden. It's kind of important right now.
Is Amazon AWS back?
Yes, yes, it's back. Which is good for the internet. I'm hoping that forces people to start getting off of it.
It's hidden.
Brilliant, appreciate you. We're one of those people that are using Amazon, so it's a wee bit problematic. But it didn't affect us because we were on a separate zone. But it could have been our zone, but it wasn't. All right. I'm gonna have to rotate all my passwords, man. Get better about this. Okay, 2FA. Oh, this is scary logging in my account on. Ooh. All right, folks, give me a second here and we'll bring my screen back. I do not want to import anything.
I'm really curious what OpenA came with because heard a lot about got many downloads in past few hours.
Ah, and we're one of them. All right, I have it here now on screen. So I'm just getting set up here. So like I said, one of the things I'm very interested in is their web development tools. If they made any efforts to make this useful for web developers. I'm not seeing anything yet. Give me a second and I'll bring my screen back.
If you are logged in, show up with screen.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds here. Wow, so they completely disabled web development tools. I can't even force it. All right, bringing the screen back. Okay. Keeping an eye on time here as well. So this is essentially the browser. Let me make it a little bit smaller. This is what you get. It does look like they used Chrome. Let's see, what does it say in the about window? Nothing. Nothing useful.
Okay, now search something face with tears of joy. Let's see what it says about anything we search.
Alright, we're gonna search Kynto. Let me just do it off screen first because I don't know what it's gonna do. And then we'll bring it back. Wow, so instead of having like an address bar, it's literally just a
AI
search
browser.
bar.
What is the difference between a normal browser and an AI browser?
That's a great question. So when you type a URL, it just kind of acts like a ChatGPT search. So I typed in Kynto. I need to do a better job on the Kynto website saying that like Kynto is like mainly for building really high engagement streams. Not really impressed. Let's see what alternatives exist.
Wow.
But it's just kind of like, it's just like using ChatGPT, honestly.
It's real, we are witnessing it live RN.
It suggests Habo as an alternative to Kynto. That's pretty cool. But like I said, so typically if you're in Chrome on Mac, if you type Command Option I, it would open your... Oh, I got it. This time I got it. It did open Web Developer Inspector. As you can see, this is just a complete clone of Chromium.
So it's basically chat in our browser, LOL.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Their web developer tools are throwing errors from their chat. You see all these? These are all errors. They have CORS errors, cross origin errors. Interesting.
LOL.
Yeah, this is pretty
Rolling
sad.
on the floor laughing.
And they have no, like, if you didn't know the key combination to open the inspector, you wouldn't even be able to see this.
Issues, then face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Yeah, I'm not super impressed. Let's just start exploring what they're storing on window. So every web page has the opportunity to assign things, variables, and it's bad practice to store them on window. And I just want to see if they're doing anything here. I'm not seeing anything crazy. Kind of disappointed. They have a huge opportunity to, you know, extend AI into the web developer tools here, and they've not done that at all. Let's take a look at some of the event handlers they've assigned, or even let's look at their code.
That's just normal things, face with tears of joy.
Yeah. Now I'm taking a look at their code, see if there's anything useful here. Content unavailable. So they're doing some funny business in their browser. Yeah, they're doing some funny business. Oh yeah, they're doing funny business here. At least unlike Firefox, they still have a reload button. That's positive. Let's see if there's any WebSocket connections here. There is an active WebSocket connection. So you Truex, you know this, I'm a huge proponent of WebSockets. ChatGPT is using that to form a connection to you and the agent. We can see that right here. That's how they're able to stream the response back. So when you ask it a question and it's sending you character by character, they're doing it over a WebSocket. Just one single one.
Wow, that's a good thing.
Yeah, they need to hire me to come and make it better. Let's take a look at their protocol here. So it's not encrypted. We can see it's just straight JSON. It's not encrypted one bit. I was kind of surprised by that. So now we're taking a look at their protocol. Because, you know, we could technically connect to their WebSocket service. I could write some code, Python and JavaScript to connect to it. If we take a look right here, very, very standard. They have a kind of an event-based protocol similar to Kynto, where they specify things by types. They have type reply, type subscribe. And then I guess they use an ID to form as to order the messages coming in. All right, let's actually make it respond. Let's see what it says. Okay, so I just asked it a question and it created additional messages that is sent to the server.
Is Chrome better than Atlas browser? What's your views?
Chrome is better. Chrome is better, but this is fun to explore the protocol and how we actually connect to their agents here. So that's pretty cool to be able to do that. But we could have did that in Chrome as well, to be fair. Nothing interesting there. So they're doing something else as well as WebSockets, because I am not seeing the message content here.
So face with tears of joy, Atlas is not for us.
Something to keep an eye on, but yeah, I think they're just trying to get their claws in the normies, if you know what I mean. And this is only one single WebSocket connection, and I don't actually see the message content coming in. So I think they might be using web push as well. And I've never really investigated web push, so let's see if there's a way to do that. Let's also see what WebAssembly they're using, if any. I'm not seeing anything, no WebAssembly. A ton of AJAX requests. So that might be how they're actually streaming the payload back. Yeah. So they're using a combination of WebSockets and AJAX requests. It looks like they're, instead of using the WebSocket to communicate all the message data to keep bandwidth low on the WebSocket, they're then making a GET request with the ID of the event, and then that pulls in the actual messages. So that's interesting to know here. Like I said, none of it's secured, nothing's encrypted. So you can freely explore and even replicate how they implement their solution here. Which is cool, because we're doing a GPT for all integration in Python and making that available in Node. So
you are really amazing, rolling on the floor laughing. You did all the analysis.
Thank you for bringing stuff to me. I enjoy this side of things. I like analyzing, because you know, sometimes it gives me good ideas on ways to code things myself. This is kind of how I learned, was just pulling things apart. And I think we spoke a little bit about Habbo retros. This was a similar process, but Habbo retros actually used encryption. So you had to break the encryption to even see how the protocol worked. And we don't have to do that here at all.
Dips says, what we doing today?
Dips, hello. Checking out OpenAI's Atlas. So they released a browser, and we're just kind of we're peeping their protocol, how they implemented it. I'm a big fan of WebSockets. I found that they utilize WebSockets to communicate events. And it's kind of similar to what I've implemented with Avatar Chat here.
It's a new time, people will get to it once we are regular.
Yeah. What's funny is there's a handful of people watching right now, which is ironic. Deps, what are you doing, buddy? What do you like to code? What do you like to build? But yeah, that's basically what we see here. Not a ton of things. Like I said, we could write a WebSocket to connect to this, and we could pretend to be their client. I don't think they would reject it. I don't get why that would be fun, but we do have the option. App notifications. Let's take a quick look at web push. I've never, other than push notifications, I'm not really implemented. No, we don't want one signal.
It was a nice start. Face with tears of joy. Complete analysis of Atlas browser by OpenAI on live stream.
Heck yeah. No, there's definitely a place for this. Okay, so push subscription. All right, that's another thing we're going to take a look at is what service workers that Atlas is running on your computer, if any.
Love WebRTC and WebSockets myself. Was into creating my own media server. LOL, did do it, but yet it's vast. Need to learn more WebRTC before going further.
Dips, please join the Discord, buddy. You're one of the only few. You're a handful of people that came through that even worked with WebRTC. So, man, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you sharing that. And yeah, WebRTC is bloody fast. That's how I share my camera and screen on stream here. And I still don't have it down fully, but I've built a whole system. I'll give you a quick peek if you've not seen it before. Yeah, a lot of fun to implement, but still figuring it out, and there's so much to work with. And I love that WebRTC is just kind of an extension on WebSockets. Instead of you connecting just to a server, you're able to connect to other peers using WebSockets. It's beautiful. It's lovely. And having media for free in there, media server, man, that's exciting though. All right, so we're going to take a look at it.
Yeah, it's really great features out there to check out in Kynto.
100%. All right, so we've set up some recorders in the Atlas browser from OpenAI to record for push messaging to see if they're pushing anything to us when the browser's closed. Let's just set up recorders for all of this stuff. Are they running any local databases? Yes, they are. We'll have to figure out how we can explore local index DBs. I've not even looked at that before. Let's actually take a quick look at that. How do we explore an index DB? Other than code, we could write JavaScript to do it, but And just for those folks listening, IndexedDB is essentially like a NoSQL database similar to like MongoDB or DynamoDB, but it runs on the client side of your computer, which is cool.
We can make a nice shorts and post in on YouTube, rolling on the floor laughing, criticizing OpenAI, rolling on the floor laughing from scratch.
Oh, that'd be good. You know, it's stuff that like aggravates people or pisses people off that like has the most, it's most likely to be picked up on the system. Oh look, we got some data here. Don't hack me, there's my account user ID. But you can just literally view what it's storing locally right here. I'm not seeing any chat saved. Let me pull this off screen, just have a quick look. Oh, it's short, it's storing the chats. Interesting. Guys, this is all open for you to explore. Let me just open some of this up and I'll bring this back.
Wow, face with tears of joy, rolling on the floor laughing.
Look at this. We literally see a list of the chats that we've already engaged with within Atlas. It's just storing it on your local device. That way, if your internet's off, this could technically pull up your past messages in the archive. That's the only reason I'd see them for storing this locally. But you can see there's the chain of conversation. So I said Kynto, it shot back, you know, Kynto is this. And it looks like it implements some sort of BB code, which is funny. That's good to know. So you do have a local NoSQL database you can explore with the messages right in your browser. And a reminder, this is Atlas, OpenAI's Atlas. All right, let's see what it's storing in local storage. They're just kind of treating local storage as like cookies. Storing some preferences in there. Nothing is obscured, everything is in plain English. All right, service workers. This is what I want you to look at. Oh, look, disabled it. We can't explore service workers in Atlas, so we can't see what they're running secretly.
They were in a rush and made this, I think, face with tears of joy, rolling on the floor laughing.
I think so too. Let's replace Atlas with Chrome and see if it brings up anything. No, it's not. Yeah, this is kind of sad, guys. No manifest. Let's see. Here's some of their JavaScript. We can see this is related to do with their WebSockets. Set up socket IO ping. You need to implement a heartbeat with WebSockets so you can keep the connection alive. That's what they have going on there.
Comparison between Chrome browser and Atlas browser from OpenAI.
Oh, that'd be interesting to look at. Here's the socket IO path for WebSocket. So like I said, guys, it's using WebSocket. We just found the code where it's actually doing that. They've not even obscured their code. This is completely readable to me, other than the variables. But the property names are all straight English. So this is telling me a lot real quickly. Add subscriber. Guys, they're literally implementing an event bus. This is one of the things that allows you to create very modular and scalable web apps and even beyond. So I'm not surprised to see they did that here. That's what I did in Kynto, and that's one of the reasons I've been able to connect this to so many things. OpenAI's Atlas is no different. Just a bunch of WebSocket crud.
You seem very experienced. Looking at it prob could not tell as much as you can, damn man.
I appreciate you, Dips. Yeah, I've been coding since I was about 12 years old, and I started off with sockets before there was WebSockets, so I was very happy when WebSockets finally came to web. Before that, we had to utilize bridges like in Flash Player, which had socket support, or bridges in Java applets, which you could expose to JavaScript. Yeah, a little bit more readable down here, but use ref, so they're clearly using React. That's what that tells me right off the bat here.
What else we can check? Really engaging and lots of things to learn.
Started sockets before sockets where a thing seems like a flex, lol.
Just a low-key flex steps. Yeah, so we just confirmed again, this is definitely React. Use callback. Use ref, use callback, use state. I'll use effects and a giveaway. So you can see they literally implement their WebSocket stuff as a React component. Look right here, it's waiting for their. If the WebSocket's open, then trigger this use effect, and J must be the function that sets it up. We're just gonna keep scrolling just to see what we see, because I've never seen their code before. It's always fun to see what they're doing.
It's always a new thing to learn when we check something new.
Yeah, no, please guys, bring me other stuff if you want me to investigate how other web apps are implemented. I'd love to do it. This is one of the more fun things. And you know, when you're building stuff for the web, you need to be aware that you have no control over your code. Anyone can view it, and it's up to you to secure against that. And some people use obfuscation to, you know, kind of obscure what they've done. Others don't even bother. Some people try and encrypt some of their stuff, but if you're executing JavaScript in the browser, you have to decrypt it in the first place. One of the safest things you could do is utilize WebAssembly. So if you write code you don't want people to see.
Anton says, hello guys, hand pink waving.
N10, buddy, not seen you in a while. How are you doing? We've got 18 people on Truex. We get more people on during the day than we do at night. But I think they engage a wee bit more at night, but we're figuring it out. All right, and we gained some subs. Yeah, guys, make sure you're subscribing and make sure you're joining the Discord. We've got a lot of curious people over there that are all in different technologies, learning various things. So another thing we can do by just looking at the JavaScript they're utilizing on the page is to see if they're doing any funny business. Like, are they doing anything that is bad? Are they keylogging? So if you're just like, you know, typing your password on a website you've loaded in OpenAI's Atlas, are they capturing all your keystrokes and sending it to their agent?
Great.
So that's one of the things I like to
Since
look for.
OpenAI is one which are making the best AI models in the market, expectations were really super duper high, and yet expected they are latest, so they must have used something which is new as well.
Honestly, man, I see this as a way for them to suck up more data to train their models on. And that's why I'm kind of skeptical. Like, I'm sure they're logging all your interactions. Like, if you go on Reddit and type a reply, I want to know if they're like sucking that up into their agent. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, what's the game in the middle screen? Is it stream and people in the stream shown in a game format?
Yeah, okay, so that's what I actually code. So I code nightly building this system out. All the live chatters get an avatar, and there's a bunch of different commands you can use to control your avatar. And I can display it in various ways. So I could just have avatars shown over my video or over my screen. But this is a format I like.
You are rolling on the floor laughing, surely right, they need people identity to know more about them actually.
Yes. Yes. So kind of bringing the avatar chats to the live stream world, which I think is exciting. I've not really seen that before. And some of the folks come on and have a lot of fun with it. One thing we can explore other than just scrolling through a crap load of JavaScript. Look at all this code they're loading in, guys. It's just ridiculous.
Vacman says, can we do actions in the game?
Hello, Vacman. Welcome to the chat, buddy.
Move.
I'll type an example for the move command.
CodeLock says spawn avatar. Move up.
I think you have to use the exclamation mark, but I didn't see mine work. Maybe it's broken again. I think my avatar's just stuck. Guys, my avatar's stuck. We might need a bigger room. Yeah, yours moved, so it's just mine that's stuck. All you folks around me need to move so I can move.
Whose man's is it? That man's rolling on floor.
So if you type crawl, you can lie on the floor, and that's Truex edits. I'm gonna join them. You can also float. You can dance.
Move up 10 squares.
And I think if you're floating, it avoids the pathfinding, so it'll just teleport you around. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there you go. So if you guys get stuck from the pathfinding, just type the exclamation point float, and then you'll be able to move around. And kind of break from being stuck. Right. Guys, I need to keep an eye on time here, but I will be back on tonight. Oh, that's funny. I got an ad. Someone came on my Twitch chat and posted an ad for their Habbo Hotel Retro. That's so funny. That's really funny.
At BAK man, welcome to the stream.
I like how there's just someone at the very top of the screen lying down on the back. That's really
It's been
good,
a while.
guys.
I think have forgotten the commands person face palming.
And I had to update the commands because so just so you know, when people do live stream and implement commands, they use the exclamation mark, and I always found that weird, so I never did that.
So you do these types of streams daily? Seems like you'll be staying a long time. LOL, too much to learn.
Yeah, dips. So I typically get on around 12 AM EST, but I'm trying to get on earlier and maybe do some day streams as well. But join the Discord and I'll send out notifications when I go live, so it'll be easier for you to know when I'm streaming. But that's great, man. Happy to have you. And if there's any like technologies or programming languages you want us to explore on stream together, I'm all game. Sometimes people come on and show what they've built or what they've found as well. Like it's actually, I enjoy it. I was nervous when I first started streaming, just because I felt like, you know, you had to put on a performance or whatever. And then I learned real quick, no man, this is just like hanging out with people that are interested in the same stuff I am. Which was really cool.
What kind of API do you use to connect with the chat?
Man, brilliant
Drop some likes,
question.
guys, thumbs up.
Yeah, Ntip, please drop some likes. Let's get more avatars on here and I'll answer your question back, man. Let's take a look. So I've implemented Discord, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Since you're asking on YouTube, I'll show you that. I've implemented it two ways. Give me a second while I find the relevant code here.
Really curious to know, is there any way to respawn or disappear face with tears of joy?
Oh, you mean like a ghost command? I think I did implement a ghost command. I think I did implement that. Let's see. I'll take a quick look at this first, but essentially the way the YouTube API is set up, if you can see this, there's a bunch of endpoints that you make GET requests to. So it's kind of like we're in 1995. They don't support WebSockets for their chat like Twitch, Kick, or Discord. So yeah, really, really gross. But I kind of set up a system that makes it emulate as if it is an event-driven chat system. So I just have a bunch of code that wraps all this where I can, get the live chat. I can get how many people are connected to the chat. So if you look at the stream bar, it'll show you how many likes, how many subs there are.
Amazing 4 likes now. Let's keep
and cheers,
pushing
guys.
Kynto to the front.
You just push us to 3,390 subs. So we're almost at 3,400. That's awesome. So I've standardized all these chat systems into one system. So if I go into this code where I actually implement all the plugin, all the commands and stuff, I've kind of standardized it. And I should probably open source some of this so you guys can play with your own chat ideas.
So are you using like a rate limiter to do constant requests?
Yeah, exactly. So that's actually that's a great question, and I'll tell you why. YouTube has a token system that limits how often you can make calls. If you go above that, not only will you run out of tokens, you can actually get your account banned for 24 hours. So I ran into that. So if you look right here, literally I implemented a YouTube rate limiter, and it'll just ensure that I make no requests more than 200 milliseconds to a max of up to 10 seconds. And so if it starts throwing 401 errors, which is like, hey, you're hitting this API too often, this will do an exponential back off. So 403 or a 429 is actually the error code. And you'll see I do a YouTube rate limited, increase in delay, and then that kind of keeps it steady. I learned all this the hard way. I had to kind of code this live and test. And I've got so many early stream examples where it went horribly wrong. Like, my system bugged up and it started hitting the API too many times. And it would lock up the web browser.
ESP
so
got into something.
What's that? Oh, and that's the other thing, Backman. We have the PSP here as well. I'll quickly show you before I hop off. You guys might appreciate this.
Fire, very insightful, thanks you.
Yeah, no, great questions, Backman. I can tell that you think about the stuff in the right kind of way. Let me just show you the PSP chat before we do anything else as well. We're going to get set up on the PSP here. So the PSP is a 20-year-old browser. We're going to connect it to YouTube chat, which is crazy. So I literally have a camera just for the PSP right here. It has 2 megabytes of RAM allocated to the browser. So this was kind of a biatch to implement. We're going to fire it up right now. Hopefully it starts. All right. Yep, so this is on my local computer, and you'll see all your messages now coming on the PSP chat. So if you send a new message, you'll actually see it update on the PSP. And it's literally a real physical device right there. So that was one of the projects we did on stream here and coded together. And TrueX Edits is still waiting for my video on this. I have a question actually, guys. So TrueX, I've recorded a couple of different videos. I'm curious if you guys want or TrueX, if you'd be interested in vlog style, where I'm just out and about talking about how I coded this as well, where I don't really have to edit it. I just kind of, give you more of a breakdown of how I coded it. Try to make it easier to make videos.
The PSP with avatars, it pops on whenever someone drop any chat in the chat section, no matter where you are watching, like Twitch, YouTube, or wherever.
Yep, 100%. And we might have to clip you, TrueX. That was really good. I did go through all the footage, I sorted it out. So the really engaging streams we've had where we showed off the system, I've got all that sorted now. One of the nicest chats to implement was actually Twitch. I really enjoyed doing that.
Any plans to add any PvP lol?
Man, that would be awesome. I did experiment like with making it so you could shoot arrows and stuff.
That seems very interesting to build. What was biggest challenge you faced?
Oh, for the PSP, definitely the memory limitations. The fact PSP obviously doesn't support WebSockets, it doesn't even support AJAX requests. You can't dynamically create elements on a page once it's been loaded. So, bunch of challenges there. And yeah, crazy amount of challenges. And this project's also been difficult to get going as well. Like I spent many months just like streaming to nobody, but it's cool that's changing around a little bit. So it's kind of weird to just sit there and, you know, be talking and no one's watching. When someone does come in, they're like, who are you talking to? But I knew there was other folks out here that would find this stuff interesting and, you know, want to see creative solutions applied to things. Like, to me, the internet is so sanitized nowadays that, I don't know. I want to see more people create stuff. But look how clean the Twitch implementation is. I was able to do it in 202 lines of code. And that has full access to all the chat command systems. I do think I wrote a library for it though, yeah, Twitch. And then I have AI mods, so, you know, obviously there's a huge risk
you
in
don't
live
have
streams.
super chats or member or anything. Guessing it's part of YouTube Monty Eyes.
Yeah, Depths. Yeah, I don't have enough watch time. So if you guys want to help me get more watch time, please play my playlists or just watch my long form videos. That will help me get more playtime. Yeah, so you guys can clearly see I'm just doing it for the love of it. I don't make a penny doing it, but and I've always been bad monetizing things I build, but one of the things you guys could just immediately do to support is just watch the videos I put out, comment, like, all that good stuff. Because the thing I'm really excited for is just having more people come on. I want to see the, you know, I want to have real problems to deal with. Like, if we have too many avatars, I'm gonna have to get really creative on how I handle that.
Would be interesting watch you try to scale this once there's like 100 users here.
Exactly, Bagman. That's the kind of problems I want to deal with. And there's a couple of things we would immediately do to handle that. So we'd have some sort of timeout, exponential timeout. So as avatars go AFK, away from keyboard, or stop interacting, they would disappear. We'd implement a TTS queue, so everything's all stacked. And yeah, but I want it to break, because that's what makes interesting problems to solve. And the cool thing is, this is all existing inside of a place where there's already a ton of users, right? I'm not trying to get you on a... A TrueX edit just says you guys can play the game as well. There are a lot of features to check out on KyntoParty.com, which is true. Yes, it is. You can even build your rooms, so I build like a bunch of different rooms I use for streams, and this was the one we used for today. And TrueX AVD today is around 1 minute and 30 seconds, so not too bad at all. For YouTube to pick this stream up, we just need to be above 30 seconds, so people at least watch 30 seconds before they click off. Obviously we want higher than that. And then just people engaging either for chat, liking, or sharing it.
I don't know why links are not clickable in YouTube Shorts stream.
I know, it's annoying. Would love to see a collab on any project with a lot of challenges, just to see what and how you tackle them. Man, I'd love that. I love that. If there's any other creators out there you think would be interested in doing such a thing, let me know, let them know. because guys, I don't have enough time in a day to show you all the stuff I've even built for this yet. Like it's crazy. I've even done native iPhone development to make it so when you record screen on your iPhone, like literally, you know how you have the built-in thing where you press to record screen? One of the options, you can record screen directly to Kynto. And that will sit in the...
going today?
Doing okay. About 1 minute and 30 seconds. So tons of hard things to I've dealt with over here. Because I want to make it so I can take my phone out and about in the real world and show you guys, you know, interesting things I like to do during the day and still have the avatar chat and everything with us. So that's the goal there. Also coding a Steam Deck app for Kynto. It lets you, like, you can see in one of my recent videos I posted 6 months ago that I could be playing Portal or Call of Duty on my Steam Deck and stream that right into Kynto wirelessly, so you guys could see me play games and stuff.
You have any of it open sourced?
No, but I think I'm going to open source the PSP aspect. And I do have a GitHub where you can see an older version of this game that I built. But, you know, if there's a demand for me open sourcing little bits of it or whatever, let me know and I will do it. I'd love to do, you know, as the project grows, open source more and more of it. But I think it's dangerous to completely open source it right now because a larger creator could come in, take what I've built and just kind of take it over. Do you know what I mean? So I struggle with that because I like sharing what I build, but I'm not afraid. Like if you ask me how I coded something, I'll open it up on camera and literally show you. So there is that as well. Texting my friends so we could figure out our plans for today. Like I said, I'll be back on tonight as well. We'll stick on here for about another 15 minutes or so and then I'll get my day going. Make sure you're on the Discord. That's the most important thing I could say.
Join Discord, in live stream desk and YT profile, type, help for commands.
About the phone recording to Kynto Party direct recording, are you using iPhones and built something to record and save to S3 and then stream the recording, or it does not work that way in mobiles?
Great question, Dips. So essentially, so when you stream to YouTube or you stream to Twitch, you do something called an RTMP stream, a real-time media protocol stream. What I've done is hijack ReplayKit. So ReplayKit is the broadcast extension or the screen recording extension built into iPhones. So when you click to record your screen on iPhone, typically it saves to your Photos library. What I've done is capture that and then create an RTMP stream from that instead. So it takes that out and then you can broadcast it to my restreamer, which will go into YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So that's the key thing, is taking that stream and doing an RTMP stream. Now there is another option. We could do a WebRTC stream right from the iPhone recorder as well. But I didn't want to do that. WebRTC, as much as I've worked with it, is a little bit jumpy. And I wanted to feed the YouTube stream directly from my phone, so I don't have to connect to an external server, external computer, and like have OBS
Face with
restream.
tears of joy. Is there any way to put penguin or any sort of animation instead of man in the face cam? Like those done by VTuber, virtual reality.
Oh, it's funny you say that. So I do have, let me see. I think my Meta Quest headset's dead, but I do have it set up so I can capture my Facebook Meta avatar, and it captures like my facial expressions and stuff. So we could do a stream where it's just VTuber 100%. I mean, that's a good idea. I'll write it down. So I have that coded.
That's so interesting, man. Maybe next time you are on we can talk about it more.
Yeah, Deps, I'll be more than happy to. I'll show you the code as well. And Xcode, 100%.
At Dips, sorry if I interrupted in between with my chat confused face.
Yeah, so let me write down some of these ideas because you guys give me some great ideas. And anything else you'd like me to cover on stream or talk about, this is the time to kind of let me know. So for Dips, we're going to show the Xcode replay kit, RTMP, streaming implementation, and maybe play around with WebRTC as well up there.
It's fine, haha, thanks for considering, smiley face.
TrueX Edits wants me to do a stream with like the VTuber style. So I'm going to show you how I got Kynto implemented onto the Meta Quest to use the Facebook Meta avatar, which actually tracks your facial movements and your hands moving around and stuff. So we could do a VTuber episode. That'd be interesting. Be kind of a pain to code like that, but you know, we'll try it. It'll be funny. Right. And
Can we use penguin avatar there as well? That's really crazy.
I'll write down penguin avatar. That'll be something to figure out. Might be an opportunity to use Free.js to implement our own avatar solution. And like I said, I'm tempted to throw up some blogs in the channel as well. So break out just doing the stream stuff as well. Actually, you know, show you a little bit more behind the scenes stuff. I've got some stuff lined up, so we're closing in on actually having a video schedule. We're getting there.
At Dips, where are you from? Hushed face.
TrueX Edits,
India
we've got
carrot.
TrueX Edits, we've got 15 subscribers just from today's stream. So we're getting more subscribers during the day than we do at night. We're actually just 6 subscribers away from 3,400 subs. 6 more subscribers, 3,400, that's amazing.
Beaming face with smiling eyes. I am from America. Map of Japan.
Map of Japan.
LOL, rolling on the floor laughing. No map of America exists, that's why Japan. Map of Japan.
How can you even do that? Japan's got a special carve out, guys. There's no Scottish emoji.
Globe showing Americas.
Ha!
Why are emojis face with tears of joy loudly crying face don't have map of America?
The person reading the chats is too serious.
Yeah, way too serious.
Close. Wow face with tears of joy. Globe
Also,
showing America's United States.
My friend Walter wants to do a room building competition. So we've got a couple of events lined up, guys.
Yeah, I am from America, United States. Globe showing Americas.
And just so you folks know, I do also stream to Twitch and Kick, so you can see more of my screen. Yo, what's up, Walter? How you doing, buddy? How's work going?
Why it was not taking the name on the last stream, it was just taking it as Globe.
So it looks like there's multiple different globes. So if you type globe, that was the issue. Let's see.
Globe showing Europe, Africa.
Oh yeah, so there's different globes.
Globe showing Asia, Australia.
Cartoon behind is a really good touch nost.
Oh yeah.
Globe with Meridian's world map.
I did have Dexter's Lab on originally. That was my favorite.
No face with tears of joy. It was not YouTube API that day. That's most probably the reason, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. I just seen PH Designs commented on another live stream. He's like, man, I'm sorry I missed it. That's funny. I was just talking about him. All right, 5 more minutes, guys, and then I'll shut this down and get my day going so I could get back here. I can get back to work. But pretty surprised with the day stream, so we might start working that in now. Help us build up an audience during the day.
Work as sway, I am guessing.
Yeah, Dips, that's what I've mostly done. I was working at a large corporation, but I was part of layoffs last month, so you're getting to see me kind of figure out how to come back from that. What's funny is I was recognized by the owner of the company from a work I did there, but I guess it was too expensive to keep on the payroll. It's not the first time I've been through it, but this is probably like one of the worst times of year to have to find a new job, that's for sure. Q4 is not a fun time. Companies typically hire Q1, January, so that's when they start filling positions, but we've got a couple of things out there that might be interesting. I'm grateful that I have this whole stream concept as well, because if there's a really interesting company, I could be like, look, I can code interesting things, guys. You just, here you go. But I've been collecting a salary since I was 18, so self-taught, never went to school for it. Walter, if you're still listening, do you remember that YouTube channel that gave me permission to use their music in the live streams? It was really, really good, and
So
I can't
really
find
curious
it.
what's the time there in India thinking face is it 11 p.m. or something?
You can def pull off streaming thing, maybe streaming. Indian fans would def join you if you streamed at that time.
Awesome. Yeah, let me know some time suggestions, Dips, because the Indians that have came on here have been
Time
some of the
here
most
is 12:30
supportive.
LOL.
Wow. Okay, so you like my night streams, because I think that's during the day for you when I get on it. But like I said, just make sure you're in that Discord so you get notifications, because YouTube can be funny. And share this stream or videos with anyone else you think would be interested, because that'd be fun.
Oh, I was not so sure about the difference. Is it 9 hours and half?
What time is
Wish
it
I
there?
could do art, guys. What time is it for me? It's 3:14 p.m. So we'll be shutting the stream down momentarily because I have to go meet a friend. But then I'll be back tonight on stream around 11 p.m. EST. So 11 p.m. for New York is kind of my
Same for
time
me as
zone.
well, rolling on the floor laughing.
Truex requires less sleep than I do.
Oh wow. Gotcha.
We're gonna finish off this pixel editor as well.
Yeah,
Giving some
got
fucked up tape.
insomniac rolling on the floor laughing.
Are you also cracked when it comes to programming, Truex?
Five subs away from 3,400. Awesome.
I am also into programming and learning, not good like him, learning a lot since few weeks.
That's awesome, Trex. I'm glad to hear that. Behind the scenes. This is what I do when I code outside. Hold on, let me see.
What are you guys' experience levels?
I have 20 years in, which is kind of unbelievable to say.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. +20 years maybe. Not counted.
That's 5 years less than my age, lol.
Oh, the cool thing is like, as you get older and the more you experiment, the more you build, your number will just keep going up.
You can check out his oldest video rolling on the floor laughing 16 years ago.
Yeah, that's a good point, Truex. Yeah, so this YouTube channel was dead for about 15 years. I didn't post anything between.
Oh wow, that's a lot of dedication.
Yes. Yeah, so, and that actually helps out the channel as well by just watching old stuff. And it'll give you an idea of just, you know, how I've grown and stuff as well. All right, folks, I think we'll shut it down so we can save some of our tokens for tonight's stream. And I need to get out because it's about to be rush hour here.
About experience, he is on super duper next level slider.
This little face up here symbolizes my experience.
And many things to learn from him, beaming face with smiling eyes.
And the cooler thing is you get to see me learn as well. I think that's helpful because there's so much I don't have experience with, but I have enough confidence in myself that I'll figure it out. All right. So Dips, you might be interested in seeing this and how I shut down these streams here. We'll start with the PSP first. So I coded my own system that manages all the streams, all the chats.
I am enjoying the streams, that's why United States.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. I'll be back on tonight. Like I said, make sure you're in the Discord. And thanks everyone today that subscribed and liked and just showed your support. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I better be getting out there. Rush hour is very bad in Florida, and I'm about to be stuck in it. All right, YouTube chat goes off first. You see everyone disappear. And then I come up here and then I shut down the stream. Just wanted to say thank you again. You guys made this awesome and give me some encouragement to start doing day streams. So that's exciting. All right, Trix. I'll catch you later, all right? Thank you.